Welcome to the New York Jets Player Profiles, Episode 1. Let's get into the video.
Rainbow tree, plus I got this brand in me. Kelly yellow dancing on me, so she smelled the green on me. She straight from.
So, if you don't know what the player profiles are, I just will be looking at, the player profile, where they went to college, what round they got drafted, their stats over NFL years. Will they be good for Sam Darnold and the Jets in 2020? All that kind of stuff. As you know from the title, the first player we will be doing is Jamison Crowder. So now, let's get into the video. Jamison Crowder was born June 17, 1993 in Monroe, California. He went to high school in Monroe, North Carolina, and then he ended up going to Duke for his college. So basically staying in North Carolina all of his early ages. In North Carolina, he played, from 2011 to 2014 under head coach David Cutcliffe. As a true freshman, he played in all 12 games and recorded 14 receptions for 163 yards and a touchdown. Obviously not used as a big factor, but, he was still on the team and, doing okay. And then Crowder became a starter his sophomore year in 2012, starting all 13 games. He finished the year with 76 receptions for 1,074 yards and 8 touchdowns. So obviously Jamison Crowder made a big leap from his freshman year where he, recorded only 1 touchdown. And then as a junior, 2013, he started in all 14 games. He finished with an ACC record 108 receptions for 1,036 yards and 8 touchdowns. So he basically set an ACC record. I don't know if that's still his record, but it might be. Crowder again started all 13 games as a senior in 2014. In his final college game, the 2014 Sun Bowl, he tied the ACC's all-time receptions record with 283. He finished the 2014 season with 85 receptions for 1,044 yards and 6 touchdowns. Crowder finished his career with 283 receptions for 3,064 yards and 23 touchdowns. He also returned a school record 5 punt returns for touchdowns. That is pretty crazy. And also, everything I just read for you is on Jamison Crowder's Wikipedia page, so you can check that out if you want to. All right, and then after he, went into the combine, after he finished school, he obviously went into the combine, and he had a 4.56 40-yard dash time, which is fast, pretty fast. He has some wheels. All right, after the combine, he got drafted in 2015 in the 4th round, pick 105 by the Washington Redskins. Jamison Crowder's rookie year, he played in all 16 games, only started in 6 games, and had 59 receptions for 604 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, had a pretty decent rookie year. It wasn't bad and it wasn't great. It was kind of in the middle, in between. His next year, 2016, he, played in 16 games, but only started in 9 and had 67 receptions for 847 yards and 7 touchdowns. So obviously he was evolving pretty well into a good NFL receiver. And then in 2017, he played in 15 games, started in 6, and had 66 receptions for 789 yards and 3 touchdowns. Then in 2018, he only played in 9 games and started in 7, so that's a little bit of an injury factor. And he had only 29 receptions for 388 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then in 2019, with the New York Jets, he played in all 16 games, only started in 12 though, and had 78 receptions for 833 yards and 6 touchdowns. Now you might be wondering, how come he didn't start in all games? Well, he's a slot receiver. he mostly plays all of his snaps in the slot. He's not really an outside type of guy, so maybe that has to deal with it. So Jamison Crowder, he's a pretty good receiver. He has a great chemistry with Sam Darnold. It was so fun watching them last year. Especially whenever that kind of stretch, whenever we were beating all those NFC East teams. Like, he started doing great, like Miami, and then he went to New York against the Giants, and then Washington, and then Oakland. He kind of took a step back, but he returned later, in the season. But he, kind of flashed on and off, but he was mostly on. Obviously, I'm pretty sure leading the team in yards with 833. Yeah, he led the team in receiving yards, and maybe even receptions, or receptions might have been Robbie Anderson. I'm not sure. Maybe Jamison Crowder definitely led the team in receiving. It's pretty. He's pretty healthy. I think I already mentioned this, but playing in all 16 games, 3 off his 5 years out of play. Also note that he did play in one playoff game with Washington. I don't know which year that was, but he did play in a playoff game. Yeah, so Jamison Crowder, I definitely would think is a good player to keep on the team. I really do like him, on the Jets team. So I kind of blanked out there. But, yeah. Thank you guys for watching episode 1 of the New York Jets player profiles. I don't know if I'm going to continue the series. I just kind of wanted to make a video like this, kind of test it out, see, what the views and likes and everything would do on it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you are returning, welcome back. I love having you here. So I'm assuming you're already subscribed, so, maybe consider dropping a like. And if this is your first time watching the Jets channel, I hope you enjoyed your experience, and may I even consider subscribing or even liking. It's not up to me, it's up to you. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and as always, go Jets. Peace!